What a whirlpool is to water, the body is to the supreme truth. It's an appearance, a form, like a wave on the water. The appearance is pervaded by the reality, and the appearance is but an appearance without a substantiality of its own. Well, we should actually say the appearance is no different from the reality, because this idea of pervaded seems to be indicating there's something separate between the reality and the appearance. So the appearance is pervaded by the reality, but it's not something separate from the reality. It hasn't got any substantiality of its own. There is no division, distinction, or contradiction between the two. It's the same relationship as the dream to the dreamer. What's the difference between the dream and the dreamer? There is no division, distinction, or contradiction between the two. Yet the infinite consciousness appears to be this creation full of contradictions. This indeed is a great wonder. And we can try and resolve these distinctions on a scientific and philosophical level, on a moral and cultural level. But really, as we were told in the first sentence of this page, the wise ones know that everything is immediately understood aright from the point of view of pure wisdom. There is no other way. The only way to properly understand this and to understand it immediately is to turn your awareness back on itself, on its own consciousness, on your very own consciousness, which is what is happening right now, which is what is allowing you to be aware of this video and of my words. Realize that this world appearance with all its contradictions is nothing more than appearance which is non-existent. It hasn't got any substance of its own. Just as a dream which we get caught up in every night is very real at the time, is very solid at the time, and the feelings and emotions we experience are very pure and raw at the time, very powerful. It has no substance, it's non-existent. That's what consciousness does. That infinite and indivisible consciousness alone exists as one thing here and as another thing there. Therefore, there is neither diversity nor even unity. There is no contradiction, nor is there a non-contradiction. They who know the truth realize that it is neither real nor unreal. You cannot fit it into any cognitive category. Hence they realize the truth as utter silence. Nothing can be said about it. Not even that. What is seen here as the objective universe is in truth the supreme Brahman. And this is what we have to appreciate. We're talking about your boring little consciousness. There's nothing boring about it at all. This consciousness by which you're aware of this, by which you're aware of this video, your computer, your feelings, your thoughts, your sensations, this consciousness is the absolute. The whole universe is arising within it from moment to moment. So spirituality is very much about consciousness appreciation. What is seen here as the objective universe is in truth the supreme Brahman. That Brahman alone entertains various notions which are manifest here as these diverse objects. But in that which entertains these notions there is no division, and therefore such division is not real. And you know this. You know this from your own awareness. That awareness by which you're aware of things doesn't change, doesn't get broken up. Sure, you've got moods which might colour it, but that depends how much you're caught up in these moods. when you're not caught up in a mood, then you can appreciate the pristine nature of your very own awareness. It doesn't die. It doesn't get born. It's infinite and eternal. That's the only way you can describe it, or describe the feeling that you have about it. You can explore the truth or the statements of the Yoga Vasistha firsthand by examining your very own consciousness, by being aware of it, by resting in it, by looking at the notions which detract you from it. Every inch of space is filled with the creations of dead jivas. Dead has got apostrophes around it. There is a universe right here, which no one experiences except this consciousness here. This consciousness right here. It's inviolable. Nobody can experience it. Nobody else in the whole universe can experience it. This is this jiva right here. This individual personality right here. This experience is absolutely and inviolably unique. And you can say the same. But your jivahood, your universe, is dead to me. It's not mine. I'm not experiencing it. I have this one right here. It's right here. I'll take your word for it that there's one there too. But it's existing in mine. It's not living for me. Such worlds are countless. They are unseen. They exist altogether, without any contradiction or conflict among them. I'm not going to say my universe is right and your universe is wrong. That makes no sense whatsoever, because you exist in my universe. They do not see one another. All these objects of perception are but pure space. It's a space of consciousness. Consciousness alone is the perceiver or observer of all, and consciousness perceives these objects in space as one sees an object in dream. Though this consciousness may be fully awakened and enlightened, its object continues to appear to be, even as darkness continues till dawn. The mirage still exists, even though you know it's a mirage. But whether the world appearance is real or unreal, when the truth is realized, there is great peace. Even as ripples and spray arise on the surface of the ocean, seem to exist for a moment and then get merged in the ocean the next minute, this world appears in Brahman and ceases to be the next moment, for Brahman alone is real. This is the reality of our own consciousness, which we can come back to at any moment.